Let us close our eyes. Remembering that supreme reality, truth is all pervading, present all around, present within, present in the breath. Let us bring our attention to the breath. Remembering the teachings of Sri Gurudev Paramahansa Hariharananji Maharaj. Your breath is my presence, he says. You can remember your master, whomever you consider, whomever you feel close to. Please feel that the breath is the master, the guru, the Lord, the deity. It is Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shyamacharana Madhyamam Asmadacharya Pariyantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Ishvaro Gururatmaiti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Sri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. I bow to the Supreme Reality, all pervading truth. I bow to my Master, my Guru, and the lineage of Master in Kriya Yoga. I bow to saints and sages of all time. I bow to the truth within each of you. Om Tat Sat Om. Please open your eyes. Thank you, and I'm grateful that in this difficult time you could join this get together where we can discuss something that will inspire us, that will help us to remain in peace, which will help us to gather strength, courage in this difficult time. I hope wherever you are in good health, safe and secure. Yesterday we had this, in this particular time we had the satsang, and we discussed about life of one of our Kriya Master, Bhupendranath Sanyal Mahasaya, or we lovingly call him Sanyal Baba. We'll continue that. Yesterday I mentioned that Sanyal Baba was, if you look at him, his peaceful, his grandfatherly look gives us a certain amount of assurance that nothing to worry, things would be all right. Everything would be all right. Have faith, have courage, have patience. Today I will discuss a little bit about his life and some of his teachings, which are beautiful for our practice, and also it inspires us each and every moment to think of him. Yesterday I mentioned one of his beautiful teachings to remember. He says, in this world, sometimes there would be difficulty, and that difficulty he has termed as the dance of Maharudra, or the destructive power of Lord Shiva. Baba says, when this happens, great disaster comes, and there is apparent chaos in this world. But also, please remember, Baba says, that it is a blissful dance of Lord. Do not be afraid. And he gives a mantra to chant. The mantra is Rudra Yat Te Dakshinam Mukham Tena Mam Pahi Nityam. O Rudra, O Lord, may your gracious face protect me. Rudra Yat Te Dakshinam Mukham Tena Mam Pahi. Dakshinam Mukham Tena Mam Pahi Nityam. Yesterday I mentioned briefly, I forgot to mention about his children because that information I had missed. Baba was born in 1877. In 1893, at the age of 16, he came and took formal initiation from Lahiri Mahasaya, Lahiri Baba. It is called formal because before that he had a dream where Lahiri Baba had come and had initiated him. So when he came, Lahiri Baba said that why have you come? No need for second initiation. But he pleaded and Lahiri Baba formally initiated him in 1893. Lahiri Baba left his body in 1895. So 2 years of association, Lahiri Baba was a family man and Sanyal Baba was 16, 17 years old. So you can imagine how much association that could have been. When he was 17 years old, Lahiri Baba authorized him, he was 18 years old, Lahiri Baba authorized him to teach Kriya Yoga. So he is considered as the youngest Acharya in Kriya tradition. Sri Guruji says, according to our knowledge, so there is possibility that somebody else is there, but we don't know about it. These 2 years brought a tremendous change into his life. And there is a poem he has written for Lahiri Mahasaya. When I came across that poem, I thought I would share with you. This poem is so inspiring. It would bring smile, it would bring joy, it would bring confidence in each of us. This is a poem in Bengali, but I will translate that into English. Please listen to this poem. I have not taken the whole poem, it would be a little bit long. I have taken few lines. The poem is like this. He says, Sanyal Baba says, for Lahiri Mahasaya, He amar jiboner subhra dhrubotara. Oh my, you are the bright pole star in my life. He amar jiboner mrutyu klanti hara. You are in my life. Mrutyu means death, klanti means tiredness. Klanti means tiredness. Hara means you remove it. In my life, you are the one who will remove death or the fear of death and also tiredness, fatigue. হে আমার জীবনের শুভ্র ধ্রুব তারা, হে আমার জীবনের মৃত্যু ক্লান্তি হারা, হে আমার জীবনের শান্তি শতদল. You are a lotus flower. Shatadal means flower with hundreds of petals. Shanti means peace. In my life, you are the peaceful flower. হে আমার জীবনের প্রফুল্ল কমল. In my life, you are cheerfulness. You are the lotus of cheerfulness in my life. Then Baba says, O duiti charane Prabhu bharasa amar. In your 2 feet is my faith. There is nothing else, nothing else. I feel confidence. I feel that your 2 feet is going to protect me. O duit charane Prabhu bharasa amar. Atmosat koroniti kinkare tomar. Kinkare tomar means I am nothing, I am helpless. I have no strength. Atmasat karo. That, Atmasat, the meaning of Atmasat is a beautiful meaning. Atmasat means that I dissolve into you. That let me completely dissolve into yourself, in your 2 feet. And there I find peace. হে আমার জীবনের শুভ্র ধ্রুব তারা, হে আমার জীবনের মৃত্যু ক্লান্তি হারা, হে আমার জীবনের শান্তি শতদল, হে আমার জীবনের প্রফুল্ল কমল, ও দুইটি চরণে প্রভু ভরসা আমার, আত্মসাৎ করনীতি কিঙ্করে তোমার. You are the pole star of my life. You are the one who can take me away from death and tiredness and fatigue. You are the one who is going to give me peace. You are the one who is going to give me cheerfulness. At your feet only, I have faith. And O Lord, O my Guru, dissolve me in yourself. Atmasat means complete dissolution of myself in you. Atmasat is a beautiful term. A sadhaka, a spiritual aspirant, it's a beautiful thing. A spiritual aspirant wants to dissolve himself or herself. Sri Guruji says, it is like a river. It started in the mountain. it is continuously flowing, but it is flowing to meet the ocean, and it meets the ocean and lose herself or himself. This is the life of a spiritual seeker. Sri Ramakrishna says, when you have not merged into infinity, you are raw ego. When you merge into infinity, it becomes ripe ego. Thakur says, Kachami Pakami. When we are considering this, when the mind is praying this, I am the mind and the Guru is my consciousness. The Guru is the one within me. Sanyal Baba was married in 1898. His wife's name was Kali Dasi Devi. Baba had 4 daughters and 3 sons. Unfortunately, Baba lost one of his son at the age of 9. So he was left with 4 daughters and 2 sons. I have read that all the children were highly intelligent and spiritual. But I would like to share with you a beautiful thing I read about one of his sons. His name was Sri Kashipati Sanyal. Very brilliant, with exceptional memory and intelligence. An incident I would like to share with you. Please just listen to it, because this incident should not prompt us to go in that route. Kashipati Baba used to smoke, and he used to smoke not 1 or 2 cigarettes. He used to smoke 80 cigarettes a day. I did not know, because I was not sure. 80 cigarettes means 8 packs. Means 1 cigarette consists of 1 pack consists of 10 cigarettes. So Kashipati Baba used to smoke 80 cigarettes a day. It was his habit. But when the doctor used to do X-rays of his lungs, they found that his lungs is completely clear. So they were completely amazed. I can imagine, because one time in Boston I got an opportunity to go to an in Boston, I got an opportunity to see an exhibition on the body parts, and there they had displayed 3 lungs. 1 lung, human lungs, 1 lungs without smoking, 1 lung with smoking, another lung where the person has worked in a coal mine. You can clearly see the lungs without smoking is very clear, looks little reddish. The one with smoking has black spot in it, and the one who is working in coal mine is completely black. So when the doctors did the X-ray, they found that his lungs is completely healthy. The reason of that is actually was Kashipati Baba's Kriyavan, and he used to do tremendous amount of pranayama or Kriya breathing. Sanyal Baba says about pranayama. Through the practice of Kriya breathing, Kriya pranayama, stillness comes. Many times in Lahiri Baba's teaching, in Sanyal Baba's teaching, we will see it is written, practice more Kriya. Practice more Kriya means practice little more Kriya breathing, Kriya pranayama. And Baba says that when you practice Kriya breathing, slowly stillness comes. What is stillness? Sri Gurudev says, somebody asked him, so what is God? You know, the word God is extremely controversial. Somebody thinks the God is above, somebody thinks God has several assistants to punish us. So there are several ideas. Gurudev gave a beautiful explanation. In our Chicago ashram, we have put that in a very large letters right in front of when a visitor comes, he will see calmness is godliness, stillness is godliness. So the more Kriya breathing a practitioner practices, calmness enters, and that calmness, Master says, is godliness, is the experience of what divinity could be. And they say that when mind becomes calm, divine nature, which we are called Daiva Sampati, in the chapter 16 of the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, Abhayam, fearlessness, sattva samsuddhi, purity of mind, jnana yoga, desire to be knowledge, vyavasthitihi, danam, to offer, to do charity, dama, to have self-control. So like that, several divine qualities going to manifest in the mind when the mind becomes still. Still mind is pure mind. Chitta Suddhi happens when Kriya Pranayam happens, the master says. Then Sanyal Baba says, a beautiful thing is that when stillness comes, when real stillness comes to us after doing Kriya breathing, then the head bends down automatically, and that is the real state of bowing, and that is humbleness. That when the mind is still, then only humbleness comes. Humbleness is not meekness. I once asked Guruji, what is humbleness? Humbleness is not to be meek. Humbleness is not to be weak. Humbleness is where humbleness cannot happen without knowledge. And knowledge cannot happen without stillness, without calmness, without purification of the mind. Sanyal Baba says, the effect of Kriya can immediately give one the state, formless state of sky. That means that when we practice Kriya little bit more, then the mind expands itself and remain in that space, does not come into the lower planes of existence. Baba says, when you are practicing Kriya, remember this. Practice Kriya with inner purity and thoughts. That means purify the mind. I would like to share a beautiful thing that I came across recently. How to purify mind. Yes, I am doing practice of meditation. I am doing several things. But what exactly is purification of mind? One sign of purification of mind in the chapter 12, Bhagavan says, I think it is verse number 12 or 11, I am not sure yet. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitraha karuna evacha. That when the mind becomes purified, the first thing we will notice, adveshta sarva bhutanam, will feel no ill feeling for anybody else. Ill feeling will not come. If ill feeling is coming, there will be tremendous amount of resistance within. There will be pain within when the ill feeling comes. Advishta sarva bhutana maitraha. I will have spontaneous friendliness for others. Karuna evacha. I will have spontaneous compassion for others. Advishta sarva bhutana maitra karuna evacha. In the Bhagavad Gita chapter 12, Lord says that those who develop this kind of spontaneous characteristics, they are dearer to me. They are my devotees. Chapter 12 is a beautiful chapter where the Lord is not telling who loves me more. He says whom I love more. It is a very interesting. The name of the chapter is the chapter of devotion, Bhakti Yoga. But the Lord says that these are the people I love more. Who has no ill feeling for others, not for others, for everyone. Adveshta sarva bhutanam. Maitra, who has friendliness. That means the person feels that everyone is my own. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha. So Lahiri Baba says, practice Kriya with inner purity of thoughts and words. Have self-discipline, which is in the Yoga Sutra has been called as Yama and Niyama. And regular practice, to practice as regularly as possible. Baba says that have a fixed time, and as yesterday I mentioned, and I would like to mention again, Baba says practice for a small period of time. Do not practice at one stage very long. There is a possibility that the mind will go down. Practice for a small period of time. Take a break, practice again, take a break again, practice again, like that. Practice, break, practice again. He says like that. Baba had written a book called The Fourfold Life. I forgot the name of the book. It is about how to maximize or how to live a complete life in Brahmacharya, Garyastha, Banaprastha and Sannyasa. And Sanyal Baba wanted to become a monk. Baba was married, had a lot of family responsibility, and his financial condition was also not good. Baba struggled, he had business loss, and at certain point of time he started teaching. That also did not go much well. So eventually Baba started living on the some meager income here and there, and some disciples giving him Guru Dakshina. That's how Baba lived. And he was extremely cautious because it is responsible of a householder to take care of the family. But because of his spiritual nature, Baba wanted to become a monk. And you would be surprised to know, Baba tried to become a monk, and he tried 4 times, and 4 times he failed. In one of his letter I was reading, he has written to one of his disciples. He said, I have a deep desire to become a monk, but I have to take permission from my disciples. At that time Baba was teaching already. He had monasteries also. So he said that I have to make sure that the monastery is properly taken care. The deities are worshipped regularly. I also have to take permission from family members. And the most crucial family member was his wife, Kashimani Devi, Kalidasi Devi. And she did not give permission to Baba to become a monk at all. I have heard a story, this is not written in the book, that one time, and his becoming a monk was not because of frustration. It was because he understood that life has to be fourfold. He had already finished Brahmacharya, Garyastha and Banaprastha, and he wanted to become a monk and dedicate his life for prayer and meditation. But it did not happen. Last time he tried like this. He went from his Puri home. His Puri home is called Gurudham. If you ever come to Puri, Balighai, please plan to go to his seaside monastery, Gurudham. That's where Baba used to live. He left that place and went somewhere. At that time, he was associated with our Sri Gurudev Paramahansa Hariharanji Maharaj. His wife, Kalidasi Devi, came to Sri Gurudev and asked. He said, your Guru has left and I don't know where. Please help me. I am a woman. Where do I go and search for him? So Sri Gurudev kind of guessed where he could be. So they both went to Banaras. And Sri Gurudev knew where to go. So they both went to that monastery, and they saw there is a line of monks sitting, a line of people sitting to get initiated into monasticism. And they found Sanyal Mahasi was sitting also right there. Sri Gurudev went and bowed down to him, and then went to the head monk. And the head monk asked, who are you? Where do you come from? And why did you bow to that person? He said, my name is this. At that time, Sri Gurudev was not a monk. He was called Brahmachari Ravi Narayan. He said, my name is Brahmachari Ravi Narayan. I come from Puri. I am a disciple of Sri Yukteswar. I am also a disciple of Bhupendranath Sanyal Mahasaya. He is sitting right there. He is a disciple of Lahiri Mahasaya. And he is here to take monk's initiation from you. And I am here to request you not to give him monk's initiation. The head monk called Sanyal Baba and said, you are a disciple of Lahiri Baba, Lahiri Mahasaya? He said, yes. He said, then I am not going to give you monk's initiation. There is no way. Please, I bow to you. You are highly advanced. I know. Please go home and take care of your family. That was the last time he tried. And Sanyal Baba jokingly said, he said, my life would not be a monk's life because this was the last time I was trying. It is probably God's will that I will never become a monk. But Baba had a high regard for family life. In many of his teachings, he says, there is nothing wrong in living a family life. In truth, it is only the desire of the mind that is the real troublemaker in life. Even he acknowledges that my desire to become a monk is also a play of mind. It is not necessary. And that not becoming a monk does not diminish the stature of Sanyal Baba. Today, he is one of the great masters of Kriya lineage. Baba's Kriya practice Baba was very particular about his Kriya practice and advising disciples on their Kriya practice. Baba always says, practice regularly, have a fixed time and practice at that time. No need to announce others, but practice regularly. Some of the instructions he gave, which would be practical today because summertime is coming. He says, when it is too hot, especially in the midday, do more breath watching. But watch the breath like we did in the very beginning. Watch the breath, remembering presence of God in the breath. And then he says, when you practice Kriya, after practicing Kriya, do little bit of gentle walk outside. It is good for health, it is good for meditation practice also. He says it is good to walk for a while after practicing Kriya. This helps to refresh the mind and also gives good amount of oxygen to the body. And Baba's, the core teaching that I have gathered is try to see or try to experience, remember, experience, see, anubhava the soul within. आत्म दर्शन, आत्मा को अंदर में देखिए, आत्मा को अंदर में देखिए, see the soul within. And then Baba says, there is a word Baba used called Atma Ramo, rejoice in the self. There is a beautiful song by Lahiri Mahasaya, and it is about worshipping. Lahiri Baba's song says, Amar Puja Srishti Chhada, my worship is not of this world, it is beyond this world. Lahiri Baba, this is a song from Lahiri Mahasaya. Setaye Ganga Jalar Nai ko choda, there I do not need holy water. Setaye phul lage na rashi rashi, I do not need flower. Amar hariye geche kosha kosh, I do not need several pots, copper pot, silver pot. Bhuliye geche Shiv Kali Tara, I have forgotten Shiva, Kali, Tara, I have forgotten all the deities, all the gods. Ami Atma niya Atmahara, I am rejoicing within myself. This is the state of Samadhi. This is the state where our masters wants all of us to go. Then Lahiri Baba writes, Dev Dev sab geich bhuli, I have forgotten all the deities. Ebar Atmar sange kola kuli, I am embracing my own self. Jukta Mukta Tribinite ebar ami dube mori, that I am taking holy dip in Jukta Tribeni and Mukta Tribeni. Jukta Tribeni is the Muladhara, the bottom center. Mukta Tribeni is soul center, Agyan Chakra. Jukta Mukta Tribeni te ebar ami dube mori. I am moving between the soul center and Muladhara. Hariye Javar Ullas Tai Amar Puja Ami Kari. I have lost myself. Hariye means I have lost. But I am joyful. Hariye Javar Ullas means I am happy that I have lost. Hariye Javar Ullas Tai Amar Puja Ami Kari. That in that joy I am worshipping myself. Our Kriya Masters again and again reminding us that yes, God is all pervading. God is in the temple, God is in the mosque, God is in the church. But that is not the starting point. The starting point is to find the divinity within ourselves and embrace our own self, to remain in our own self, rejoice in itself, worship our own self. Let us meditate few minutes with this idea. Let us close our eyes. Let us bring attention to the breath and remembering the presence of Guru in the breath. Gratitude, thankfulness, kritagnyata. I am ever grateful to God within, to the self within. Please take a slow, long, deep inhalation. Inhale, hold, Gently bend forward, bring the forehead towards the ground as much as possible without any strain. Exhale, again watching the breath. Every breath is an opportunity to be grateful that God is within, the power of God is within, because of which I am alive, this body is alive. Please take a slow, long, deep inhalation. Inhale, hold, and slowly sitting up. Exhale. Remain steady, gaze into the infinity within. Every thought is external. Let us have inward mind. Antarmukhi mana, observing inwardly. হারিয়ে যাবার উল্লাসে তাই আমার পূজা আমি করি. Let me merge in that infinity of self within. I am worshipping the soul within, the God within, the Guru within. ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. May everyone who is at pain today because of this situation, may there be peace in their life. May there be no sorrow in anyone's life. Those who unfortunately passed away, let us pray for their soul. May they progress into high spiritual plane of existence. May the blessings, protection, guidance of God and Masters, God and Gurus be upon us all. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May there be peace within us, around us, and everywhere.